So, I've been planning on trying to make this video since I initially left the community. I just want to start it off by showing a list of the people who influenced me the most, and in turn, after leaving, helped me become a better person. Thank you all so much, whether it was mean-spirited criticism or friendly criticism. I can't express to you how badly I needed it. You guys really did shape me to be who I wanted to be with my real-life pals. I'm also really sorry if I missed anyone. Let me know if I did on Discord, lol. Now, you may notice that there are numerous people with asterisks by their name, and the reason for that is that they are the people who affected me the most. Not exactly my closest friends from the community, but just the people who really did care about how I was treating the situations I got myself into. In this video, I'm going to go into detail about the actions each of these highlighted people did to really help me out with my quest to be a better person, if that's what you want to call it, I guess. After which, I'm going to give my thoughts on what this community as a whole did for me. So first up, we have my boy Sync. Sync really helped me feel better about myself in more than one way. He defended me in the face of some of the largest, critics of me. He honestly, next to Vapor, was probably the best friend I had throughout the community. For a good while, Sync actually thought I was a total prick. He and I, quote, hated me because I was a dick. And frankly, I can't blame him. For a good while, both at the beginning of my time in the community and in the end, my head was completely up my ass. Thank you, Sync. Honestly, you did and still do mean a ton to me. To follow the theme of people who really went in on me, hi Ironwood. No, I'm just kidding. Ironwood, I hope you know, you are one of the most understanding people on that side of the coin-munity. You always messaged me after some hella ugly shit went down in the server you were in, making sure I was okay. That is an extremely noble act of you, and it really is a great offering of kindness. And I thank you for that, Iron. Oh my god, Vapor. Dude, this man is one of the best people I've talked to in my short existence on this dreadful fucking planet. During the good 6 to 7 earliest months I spent in the fan hardcore community where I was a nobody, he was by my side. And I'm hopeful that I fulfilled that for him too. He and I would constantly rant to each other. I would talk to him about the community and how unfair I thought it was, and he would talk to me about his life and Twink. I hate to say it, but Twinkling taught me a lesson too. I learned that not everyone is perfect, and it was the first case of jealousy I had in the community with her getting in Mer's sight. Back to Vapor though, I love you, dude. Honestly, you are such a fantastic human being. Just know that no matter how hard your life outside of Discord is, you are loved, and that if you need to talk to anyone, hit me up. Fuck, dude, this is getting emotional now. I apologize. Anyways, thank you, Vapor. You mean too much to me, dude. So, next up is Ethan Kama. This man was in the slums, dude. He was talking and playing a 6-year-old's game with people like 16 Galaxies, which frankly, nobody liked, including myself. I'm sorry if that comes off as really scummy to say about someone, but it's true. The community was very unforgiving, and oftentimes new people to the community had little to no chance of making friends with anyone than the people near the bottom. Back to Ethan, though. He was, and still is, a very cool and chill dude. He understood my sense of humor, and nearly had the same humor as I did. One of the ways that I fucked up our relationship, though, was with the jokes about the transgenders in the community. Obviously, this was a really large problem. I, if you are unaware, am all for transgenders. I think it's fantastic to embrace who you are. But, and one big but, I'm just gonna put it how it is. A few people in the community did it for attention. With the exclusion of course, a couple. I wasn't the only one hammering these people either. A good few others did too. But I pulled it out of my ass usually, and just said some shit in a chat to get a reaction, usually without a conversation happening either. Doing this resulted in Danward blocking me. Dan really went in on me for this. He explained why I was being so fucking childish and why it was wrong. And he was right. Thank you, Dan, for straightening me out, dude. Even if it really hurt my mental state at the time, that's behind me, and it's all benefits now. Back to Ethan. He drew the line at the moment I went behind his back and did exactly what I was infamous for, bringing some shit out of my ass and trying to get a reaction out of someone. I direct messaged Ian some stupid joke about how Ethan's gonna get an NCIC, and I didn't believe him, even when he said it. Since then, we've sort of repaired things, but honestly our relationship most likely won't be the same as it once was, and that goes for Jacob and Andrew 7S as well. Thank you all, though, again, even if we don't make up quite as well as we used to. Speaking of on and off relationships, Klutz and I, on numerous occasions, didn't get along very well, But somehow, each time, we patched that shit up and tried to move on. At the moment, we are on good terms, and I really hope it stays that way. I love you, dude. No homo. Hi, Bread. I'm sorry about the shit that I said to you in Cuckcore a month or two ago. I lashed out about it because you lashed at me, and it was really a toxic way for me to go out of the community, but so is life. You still really helped me with some of the shit you said, though. For example, when you criticized me for going and saying I'm fixing myself when I wasn't. And a lot of people did criticize me for that, which is honestly a very fair criticism. Either way, dude, thank you. Alright guys, it's time for some rapid fire. First, we have Journey. I don't really have much to say about you other than thanks for being a pal. I knew that if I got into shit, you'd be able to help me calm down, and you did. Next up are Kai and Lucca. They were both my friends from a very early time in the community for me. Kai is probably the most lovable person I have ever met on Discord. I don't think the man knows anything but being nice to everyone around him, and it really helped a lot of people, including myself. Even when he was indirectly brought into drama, he never, not even once, did he openly take someone's side. It was an extremely respectable act on his part, and huge kudos to Kai for being an absolute lad. Also, you had a pretty good Incineroar in Smash Bros, so I guess that's cool too. Lucca was, and continues to be, a really sweet guy as well. If you told me a year ago that I would have 2 friends from Singapore, one from the Philippines, one from Hawaii, one from Poland, and a guy who goes by the name Waluigi, I would have called you a fucking nutcase. So, that's it. Everyone I mentioned in this video and everyone else in the community, thank you, again. It really has helped me in my day-to-day life. Something I realized when I started to talk to my real-life friends frequently again, was that they aren't as perfect as I once thought they were. I want to shout out Molly, who I really care for, and most likely none of you know, but I don't give a shit. She has anxiety, and I mean like, the worst case I've seen in real life of it. She is constantly worried, and it is tough, but I love her either way. I have since started trying to help her become a better person, like this community did for me, and I really hope that I can help her. I want to thank you all one last time for being there for me throughout the past year. Honestly, if you asked me throughout the time I was in the community, I would have told you I was wasting my life on Discord. But frankly, after writing the script for this video and reviewing on the good and bad moments, I'd say it was a year well spent.
If you take it back, you can rejoin our alliance. Take back what? The N-word.